Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business, right down to work, and start this reading off nice and smooth with an oracle card as usual, just to do a little vibe check, a little energy check for my friends before we fully get underway. So let's see, my guides, talk to me. What do we have for the lovely Aquarius collective in mid-May? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick. Then we'll get into the full tarot reading, pardon me. And then finally at the end, I'll pull you a bonus spread with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you might want to lean into, which is always very interesting, especially when it ties into the full reading itself. So let's get this first card out here. What do we got? Let's not delay or wait any longer. Okay, so a lot of you might be doing a lot more reflecting or thinking back on the past quite a bit. This is also a card that could represent communication. Very intriguing type of energy. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcupsoracle. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet sometime. But into the reading we go. You see this lovely lady here in the purple dress. She is holding a letter. There's birds. So we do have those divination highlights of communication, communicating one's feelings, wanting to speak to somebody, maybe someone wanting to speak to you about something as well. But when I see this card, I feel like this woman is looking back into the past. So in this time, maybe you'll get a blast from the past, run into an old friend, talk to someone you haven't talked to in quite a while. This card can represent memories to me as well. Very similar to the Six of Cups. So there's nothing wrong with thinking back on the past. That's how we learn to proceed into the future, just as long as you don't get stuck there, specifically when it shows up front and center. So I'll leave it at that. There's some sort of tie to the past here, but also communication. We'll see how it plays out in the reading itself. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the lovely Libras out there in May? I mean, Aquarius, pardon me, I was just doing the Libra reading. But for Aquarius, last week's reading was an explosive talk. There was a lot of fire. There was a lot of air. Hopefully things haven't gotten out of hand in any type of way. The week before that was an unexpected change. So there has been a little underlying volatility, which isn't always a bad thing under the Aquarius readings. But let's keep it moving. Let's get 3 out here. What do we got? Oh, that card came out real quick. You know, energy is always shifting, always changing. We got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, to me, that's a good card to start us off with. It's a very given card. It's a balanced type of card. We got the 9 of Pentacles. So a lot of you could have your mind on your Pentacles, work things, the earthly matters. Let's get one more here. We're seeing tons of Pentacles here, which isn't a bad thing. Thank you. All right, we got the Devil on the back end. So there might be a little bit of a warning here, depending, right? Only take whatever hits for you. Now, that card is called Temptation in this deck, but it is the Devil. And we're going to go through this, and I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy intuitive stuff. Like I said, even with that Devil on the end, we have all earthy energy here. So your mind could be focused on matters of the earth, the material, work, money, anything that falls into that category, even family or the home sometimes. But position number 1, we got the 6 of Pentacles. Like I said, this is an equal type of energy, equality, equal give and take, something that is very balanced. To me, I feel like this is very charitable. So there could be something you're wanting to give of your energy to. Maybe somebody's wanting to give to you as well, right? That's what I think of an exchange with this first card. So I really want to clarify it and see what it could be. Sometimes it's a warning about not giving too much of yourself, but we'll see what that's about. Maybe it's someone giving you something. In the center, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful type of card. This is independent, right? This is super abundant. I see this card similar in the same vein as like the Empress or the Queen of Pentacles. It is very sturdy, very abundant. It talks about good material influxes as well. So a lot of you could be getting a blast of money when this card shows up, but there is a big energy of independence here. Like, I can and will do this on my own. I don't need assistance. I got this. That's what this card represents. For some of you, you could be craving independence of some kind. We'll see what's up when we clarify. Now, moving to the back end, we're going to have to watch out for this energy. Now, it doesn't mean the reading's sunk. This could just represent Capricorn. So because of the goat symbolism. So some of you might be closely tied to Capricorn. You might be on the cusp of Capricorn because this is an Aquarius reading. But aside from earthly things, which this card could represent as well, right? The material world, the material plane is represented by the devil. Some of you could be tempted in this time to fall into old ways of being and acting. So just know that, like, you could be tempted by something in this time. This could be a warning. This can also represent somebody in your life that might be a little obsessive, somebody who might be a little bit toxic. You get what I mean with this devil card. If a person came to mind when this card popped out, then you know who they are. But if it's a Capricorn, it's because of the goat symbolism alone, okay? We're not going to be mean to our Capricorn friends. I got much love for them. But with all that being said, let's dive deeper on all this because that could be a warning. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Aquarius collective. See what's going on for my friends. And yes, Aquarius, this is where I go intuitive. It means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Six of Pentacles. And as always, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages from this, you could just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So why is the Six of Pentacles here? What's all this earthy energy doing? Because sometimes that could be something that's not movable or something that's not progressing. See what it's about. Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, something might take you by surprise, and I don't necessarily feel like this is a bad thing. For a small portion of you, yeah, you might be having issues with somebody with Aries traits. But the Emperor, to me, is a card that represents control, so to speak. But for some reason, to me, like with the giving of the energy, yeah, I could also give the warning that you want to make sure that you're not giving too much of yourself away, that you're not putting too much of yourself out there, that you're protecting yourself, protecting your energy. But there could be something that takes you by surprise, because when I see the Emperor, I think of calculated, planned, strategized. Him in reverse is spontaneous to me. Okay, him in reverse represents the spontaneous aspects of Aries. So seeing it with the Six of Pentacles, I see that as a card of surprising situations or an unexpected situation, something that just catches you off guard, which we did see for the Aquarius collective a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, the unexpected change. So there is still that little tie of mystery here. But for another portion of you, yeah, hopefully you're not having issues with somebody where you're just giving too much of yourself. I feel like it's one or the other, either some sort of surprise or you need to protect your energy. We're going to move over to the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that you're not just doing too much, just bleeding energy. That's how it feels. So let's see what's up with that Nine of Pentacles. Could be a mini warning there, but I wasn't getting bad vibes. Okay. This is giving me an interesting feeling. You might want to let somebody see you succeed, or you might want to let somebody see you make a big, good, positive change. We have the Page of Swords in the upright under this Nine of Pentacles, okay? Now, yes, that's a card that could represent you or another air sign, but it is the watcher of the tarot deck. It is somebody that's a little more reserved. I'm getting the vibe of somebody watching from the sidelines. Like, some of you might be using that as motivation, like, all right, well, this person is now going to see me succeed. This person is now going to see a different side of me. Like, they can all watch me win. They can all watch me succeed. Now, obviously, that's not for every single Aquarius out there, okay? For some of you, yeah, it could just be you maturing, okay? But I do feel like the main message here is, like, you don't care if somebody's watching you do your best. You don't care if someone's watching you succeed. Like, let them watch, let them talk. It's kind of like that vibe. That's the best way I could explain it. Right? Like, yeah, I don't give a shit if they're watching me. I don't care. Let them watch me win. That's kind of the vibe this is giving me. And if you're a cross watcher, the same can go, right? You just fit it to your situation. I would also watch out that nobody is, like, making a weird plan against you as well. I do want to get over to this devil, but somebody could be coveting something you have also. So yeah, this is giving me, now it's starting to give me another thing. Watch out for anybody that might be coveting something you have, specifically if you've been working hard and acquiring. We're going to keep it moving over to the devil. We'll talk about it more during the recap. So why is this devil here? Why is Mr. Diablo in the mix? Quick. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have been linked with someone in the past that was absolutely like head over heels about you. Okay, even if it's someone that you've friend zoned or someone that you weren't with in that sense. Because when I see the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like for some of you it could have been romantic, where someone may have been a little obsessed with you, or someone was like completely head over heels about you, like monitoring you and all that stuff. But for another portion of you, this could have been any toxic individual in your circle, because the Two of Cups isn't only romance. It's not like the Lovers. Both cards could represent partnerships and those that we are closest with. It could also be soulmates and stuff like that. So this is telling me that there might be someone in the midst. There might be like a hidden devil in the midst, or somebody with rough traits that you're connected with that you're going to want to keep an eye out for. But I'm just picking up so much stuff this week, Aquarius. Beware of the company you keep. I'll say that. This might be warning you against a very specific individual. And if that's ringing bells in your head, then you know who I'm talking about, right? Because there could be somebody that is, one, either a little too obsessive, two, either a little too toxic, or someone that just isn't good for your energy. Okay, so watch the company you keep in this time. Even if you're cross-watching, that message also goes for you. Okay, so we got a lot going on here, Aquarius. Only take what hits. But let's go through and do a quick little recap, because we do have two possible things that could be warnings, but we have positivity as well. Am I right? If you kindly look in the box before the shadows, in position number one, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Emperor showing up in reverse. Like I said, some of you could be having issues with an Aries individual or an older male individual, but this to me is something that could take you by surprise, something that's a little spontaneous, something that wasn't planned. So whether it's a surprising situation or an unexpected situation, some things could be popping up in this time. Okay, whether it's finding out about things, and it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Six of Pentacles is a good card. Moving to the center, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Page of Swords in the upright. Hey, you might not mind people watching you succeed, right? Like, hey, years ago, I was a different person. Now these people can watch as I do my thing. Hey, you didn't want to help me before? Now watch me rise. But this was also giving me that little vibe, especially now with what I see on the back end of this, that there might be somebody coveting your things. Like if you've acquired some things, you might have something that somebody else wants. So beware of the company you keep. Beware of certain individuals, because on the back end, we have the Devil with the Two of Cups. This may have been a former past romantic link where someone was absolutely head over heels about you. This could have been an individual that's a little toxic, a little obsessive. So watch out. But this with the Two of Cups could represent other people that you're closely tied to, not always romantic. So you're going to want to watch the company you keep. You're going to want to watch out who you let into your energy and into your circle. This could be a warning about a person. So please, Aquarius, take a screenshot of that. We're going to get you one shadow card here real quick. I mean, it's not necessarily all bad. This just could be something Spirit wants to bring to your attention, okay? And if that didn't hit for you, please check your other alignments. But let's get one shadow card out here. What do we got for Aquarius and shadows? It would be something if the Devil pops out again, am I right? But yeah, when I pull from this deck, even if it's a positive card, I like to look at the inverse meaning, okay? Whether it's something that's been in the shadows a while or something that just recently arrived there. What do we got? Okay, we have the Six of Wands, and I feel like I may have given you this message recently as well. This could be a card about not counting your chickens before they hatch, okay? Don't bank on a result unless you have that result in hand, because that's usually a card of victory, achieving wins, triumphs, and all that good stuff. It's a card of celebration, public notoriety as well. So in the bad sense, yes, it could mean that. For some of you, it could have been linked to somebody who thought that they walked on water. You might have been dealing with somebody who is very egotistical or narcissistic, and for some reason that energy is still in the vibe, okay? So you're going to want to watch out for that. You don't want that to reemerge. But yeah, those are the two main things. Watch out for anyone who's too egotistical in this time, and don't count your chickens before they hatch. Keep working, keep moving, keep pushing. You can achieve that Nine of Pentacles. And Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the April subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab Monday, May 2nd. But for the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot Illuminati. You'll get the full kit if you're a lucky winner. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what other type of reading you would like to see from me, because I'll continue to do the weeklies, but I really want to mix it up and give you guys what you want. And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of May, I'll put the winners in my community tab, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.